Good evening, everyone. We just did all of the intro and didn't go live.
Woo.
So we're doing it again. So it's the 7th episode. We have a 7, and there's at least 7 more. I made that bad joke already, but I'm making it again, and 7 Tom are just like... But you know what?
Yes.
You guys love it. You love it. You do. We got a fair few bits to go through tonight, even though there's not a big amount of news. So we do have some bits that have been released regarding AMD and Nvidia, which 7's going to be starting on. We've got a bit on Minecraft, which Tom's going to be going through. Some Pokemon news, which I will be going through. And then we are going to have a What's on WAD. We're not going to be doing it in this order, by the way, just to shout that out. And we got a bit of news regarding Epic Games. So that's what we've got, and we're going to just get straight into it with the What's on WAD, which I'm going to go through to start with. It's probably going to blend into the Minecraft, to be honest, though, so we shall see. But first of all, Fortnite Tournament, 24th of October 2020. Standard format that we've been going with, the no build, no mythics, all the normal rules. You can see it on our Twitter, Discord, Instagram, all over the place. The images for the rules are everywhere. We'll be sure to post some more up closer to the time. Big shout outs to Azeroth, who won the last one purely by eliminations. Him and Nibbles had the exact same number of points, and it was very close. It was very, very close. It was very interesting, and unfortunately, we kind of murdered Tom a few times. Just
Why did you pick on Tom? Why did you pick on Tom for?
I mean, he kept picking up the golden scar, and then he was just there. So I had to shoot him, and then the next game, it was Dave that found him and shot him. And Tom did not have a very good night that night, I'm afraid. But
Let's be fair. It wasn't he shot me. He threw a boogie bomb at me and then shot me.
yeah, I made him dance first.
So
like,
it wasn't a fair fight. It was literally dance or else you get killed. And I was killed.
I mean, there was one where I was hiding in a roof and you ran past and I sniped you in the back, which was kind of mean. And then there was another one where I boogie bombed and shotgun you. And then there was a couple where Dave got you early. But in the first game, I actually kind of played myself, because we're not allowed to build, and I was hiding under the cliff, and I was thinking, if the circle doesn't go up there, I'm going to be well set. And then the circle went up there, and I was just like...
Damn it. So basically what you're saying is you was a dirty little camper.
No. Yeah, maybe. I played myself, to be fair. We'll just say that. I played myself. But yeah, Azeroth won that. He got the 2,800 V-Bucks. Nibbles, I did give Nibbles a little consolation prize though, because they did have the same amount of points. Azeroth just won on the elimination difference, because he had 6 and Nibbles had 3, I think.
Oh.
But yeah, we'll pick the servers depending on who signs up, because we actually played on EU servers when we normally play on like a mixed server where it's equal ping, but we were all from EU, so why not? Other than that, what else is on? We've just had our community night for Among Us, which was a great deal of fun. We were joined by Murder Cow Dave, we were joined by Murder Nibbles, we were joined by Hash Brown and Clayton, the security cam campers, and myself and Kaylee murdered lots of people, including Tom. Again. I'm sorry, Tom. I seem to murder you quite a bit. We'll start calling you Tombstone Tom instead of Prouter soon.
Wow,
that was off the top of my head. That was off the top of my head.
That's literally the problem. I go and play these games with these people and they kill me for it.
Murder. Murder.
You should actually change your game tag now to Tombstone Tom. I'll even send you the $7.99 to change on Xbox as well.
Do it.
The only reason I have my game tag is because I can't get the original because someone else has it.
Oh man. Well, we got you a new one now. There you go.
Which is frustrating.
Come on, guys. We'll get a petition. We'll get a petition. How many likes for Prouter to change his name?
At least 3.
At least 3. What do you say, Tom? How many likes?
Not enough.
No. I reckon 1K likes and Tom should change his name.
1K likes. It's in your favour, that is, Tom. It's in your favour.
It is. It really is. And I do want to just reiterate, Dave is a murder cow. On Among Us, Dave is the murder cow. And
Dave is a murder cow.
As for the What's On part, I'm going to hand it over to Tom, who's going to go through what we've got coming up on Minecraft. and you might as well do the Minecraft live at the same time, Tom, if you want. So I'm gonna throw it to you. There you go.
I love how he immediately throws it over to the Minecraft, but yet he still forgets one game that he's not spoke about.
Yet.
Yes, but it's in the works, and
It is in the works. Okay, you want me to talk about Rocket League first?
yeah, because
Alright,
it's something we are building up into.
So something we're looking at is potentially our next community night being Rocket League, Brim Brim cars, and football combined in one.
Cars and football.
And the reason for this is, as we will go over later in our Epic Games news, is it's free to play now on all platforms, I believe, and it's also cross-platform. And it's one of those games that if you're not so into it, you can still play it and have a bit of fun if you're just messing around with mates. So we're going to try that for the next community night and see how it goes, see if it sticks. I hope it does, because I've not played it a lot, but the one time I did play it, it was quite a bit of fun just messing around with the car.
It is fun. It's a lot of fun. It's fun to play and it's hard to master.
So what's that, Sev? You cancelling date night to come and play Rocket League in 2 weeks?
No.
You said it was fun.
It is fun, but then man night is man night.
I'll send you beer money.
Sends beer money. But I'll
So
I can
to
always
put a
enjoy.
little more information in it, we're to plan on doing 2 V2s or 3v3s, depending on how many people we get.
Yeah.
So
just see
this
'em
will
what we
be hopefully a beginning of maybe a future tournament type game that we will be running through. So for anyone watching, listening, whether it's here on Twitch or later on in YouTube, please
or one day on Spotify.
join either Discord or send a message on the video, and we'll be happy to have a go against you.
Yes.
Drop them links in the comments so we can play against you and stuff. But yeah, that's something that we are looking at planning on doing. Like I said, it is free to play. It's cross-platform, all the rest of it. And now I can throw it over to Tom for Minecraft.
So this week has been a very enjoyable but also frustrating week. We got the most.
Steve.
I'm trying to think of the best words to describe it. Probably most. It is going to be the most painful. We finally got the information that we wanted of the cave and mountain update.
Yay.
The one we have been asking for many years in Minecraft. And they finally gave us it that we wanted. So it will be happening in 1.17, and it is due to hit summer 2021. Obviously, we do not know a precise date until later on, which is fine. But some of the new information they gave us, all the caves have been redesigned. So they're going to be open and wild, magical places. They're not just going to be really small, dungeon type places. They're going to be massively open. They've given us several new mobs. So for those who didn't get to watch the stream, we had the choice of 3 new mobs to join into the game. The Moon Broom, the Glow Squid, or the Ice Lodger.
Rip Moobloom.
Is that new update across all platforms, or is it just new generation?
It's Bedrock.
No, it's
isn't
going to be across. No, it's across all.
No, okay.
Just 117. It will hit us all.
Nice.
Sorry, I was looking at Hayden's message on Twitch, which is what got me.
I'm trying to balance.
Yep. So after the first round, the Moon Bloom got knocked out, and it was between Ice Lodger. Personally, I picked the Ice Lodger myself because I thought it would be a bit more fun to see out in the world.
It was interesting.
But surprisingly enough, even though I seen the comment section and a lot of people wanted the Moon Bloom, surprisingly enough, that got knocked out immediately, and the winner was the Glow Squid. even though at the moment the only fundamental information we have is the fact that it glows in water. We've got no other information, no drops, no no things extra it can do other than it glows.
Yeah. I would like to interject with. I agree with Dave on this. The Iceologer or Iceologer should have been called the Chillager.
There may be a reason why it wasn't called that.
I'm
We don't
sure
know.
there was, but that everyone's going to refer to it as the Chillager. I voted for the Moo Bloom in Dave's honour.
I won't go through too much information about the stream, because there is a stream on YouTube, so please go and see it.
We'll drop links for
It
that
was
as well.
it was a great one to watch, and it was very exciting. The middle was a bit in terms of stuff, but based on the information we got, was absolutely brilliant. So the fact is, we are now getting a wireless redstone, which for us redstone creators, we've been wanting that for a very long time. I can say that much. And the fact that it only grows at the bottom of a cave, at the very bottom, and it is guarded by one of the new mobs called the Warden. Now the Warden, based on the footage we got, does ridiculous amounts of damage even in us in never right gear. The best gear in the current game, and it still does horrendous amounts of damage. So that is something to look forward to. So a new challenge. And just keep an eye out for the next couple of months and see if we get any more information.
It's a giant Minotaur of Doom.
There was a lot more that he released information on, but that said, go off to the stream and watch it because it was good, detailed, and
Definitely. Also, it wasn't just on Bedrock and Java Minecraft. They had some updates for Dungeons and Minecraft Earth as well, which we won't go too far into. And for the Education Edition, for those of you that do have access to that, they added some interesting stuff. But what was your... I'm going to ask you a question now, Tom. What is it, other than wireless redstone, what are you most looking forward to out of the promised updates?
Actually facing the Warden, to be perfectly honest. A new
Fair enough.
mob, a new dangerous mob to go against, where, we are going through our current second season for the realm. Obviously, we don't show too much about the realm at the moment, but we will in the future. And the fact is, we've gone through the Wither, we've gone through the Ender Dragon, we've faced off against numerous other mobs in the game. That the fact that we have now a new hostile mob that we have to go against, and maybe have to build up a new strategy for this mob, makes it more, for me, more of a thrill. More than anything.
I mean, I think everyone's just going to carry eggs around with them and throw eggs at it. And hope they hatch into chickens. Just for those of you that don't know, the new mob can't see you, it goes by sound, and chickens make lots of noise. But my thing that I'm looking forward to the most is, at fear of having to rebuild everything, the lightning rod.
Yeah, and that was another thing we are going to have to go through again, is the fact that when 117 hits, we have to make the decision of whether we carry on and go miles out to places to find the new stuff. Because if people don't understand Minecraft, it's the fact of, if you've already preloaded a chunk before a new update, any new stuff that spawns naturally has to be outside those unloaded chunks, which is... So we could be going, 3,000, 4,000 miles away from our home to find this new stuff. So each major update we have like this, like we did with 116, we made the discussion to speak to everyone on the server at the time, and we all agreed that it was best to restart the realm.
It was a good time for it, really.
Probably closer to the date of when it hits next year, we will probably start having that discussion to think, are we far enough in the game now to think perhaps it's time to restart again? And we'll probably do things a bit differently again. So like right now we've started on a mission biome. We've currently built this massive island. We're building it up still. First is currently building a dock ready for the boats to be created for the competition that's currently happening on the realm. So we'll probably do things a bit more different next time. Since we're getting caves in the next update, perhaps we'll do a underground series maybe. But we will wait and see. And
yeah, I mean, it all depends also on what the community wants, because if everyone says, actually, I kind of like it here, can we just have another location and set up a second base? That's another thing that we could do if we wanted to.
Yeah.
There's that as well. But talking about the boat competition, we've got two competitions this month, right, Tom?
Yep. Currently happening till the 31st of October. We have the current boating contest. So this is basically you have to create your own water boat, and it will be judged by 3 members of outside Minecraft, and one of the members have placed up a 5 diamond block as the winner of the competition. We also have the decorate your house in Minecraft for Halloween, which will also be done. So,
What, like in your actual house?
Yeah, our Minecraft houses.
Nice.
Whose is the scariest one so far, Tom?
I don't know what you're talking about.
So
for that reference, guys, I literally come out the Nether after coming back from the creeper farm at the time. I think I was at the. I know nothing about this, so I literally just walked out, turned around, and all I seen was a ghast. Now, at the time, I did not realise it was a wall-created ghast. I literally, because you can actually pull a ghast from the Nether into the overworld if you put it through a portal. So all I did was literally turned around like that. It was straight ahead of me, jumped slightly out of my skin, and yeah, let's just say there was a few extra words in the.
there definitely
voice
were.
count at the time.
But for those of you that aren't aware as well, ghasts are giant ghost creatures. They're like cubic, with little tentacles on the bottom, and they shoot exploding fireballs, which is why Tom had the moment. Yeah, pretty much.
Don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me. She's gonna eat me.
Yes. But yeah. So other than the 2 competitions, we did have recently a Snakes and Ladders. Snakes and Ladders game, which I did, which was great fun. That dark one, and we do have a couple more things planned. Tom, you've got the timetable for that, I believe.
In terms of Snakes and Ladders, guys, the video should be up on
Soon.
Monday. Let me just check the calendar. The 12th, or it'd be the 13th. One of those. Whenever the editing is complete for that one. Just going to look.
Yeah, hopefully, it should be soon. I've got to download it actually.
So next week we have the luxurious returning of Bingo. Changing it out slightly to have a team-based game this time instead of a single-based game. It's basically a 5x5 grid like any bingo card, and you basically have items on each of those grids for you to knock out. So you'll enjoy that.
Bingo!
On the 20th of October, we are facing the Ender Dragon for the first time on this realm. And you will get to see that.
Didn't just press a button and transition you there.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah, you did.
when I've seen him on screen.
How many pop vinyls have you got, Chris?
How many pop vinyls have I got? Oh god, 80. Oh crap! Hang on, wait, no. It's gone up. It's gone up since I last counted. Last time I counted, it was 85.
Wow.
In the entire house. But behind me, I've got it's 4x4 here, and then on this side it is 3x4 with like 6 down the side. But I've also got some back there as well, down that you can't see. That I rotate them around every now and again, and I've also got like a billion up there. Just a few. That's 26 too many. What do you mean?
26 too many.
Who is the boomer here? That's a good question.
So
It's Sev.
that's mostly what we're going to go through for Minecraft for a minute. Obviously, keep an eye out on the Discord, guys, for the 31st to where the announcement of the winner will happen. For those on the realm, please, hopefully you guys have started. If not, please start in the next couple of weeks. You'd be surprised how long it takes to build one. So now we'll probably move on to AMD and Nvidia news. Now we're going to pop this over to Sev, who has had a lot of fun looking this up.
Oh yeah, it's been great fun. It's been lovely. 13 at once, dude.
I did buy 13.
Wow.
I bought 13 pop vinyls off of Siege all at the same time. He shipped them over. He had to ship them over in 2 boxes.
Wow.
I actually opened them on
Wow.
stream. I opened them on stream when he sent them. I did make sure to rip the label off first, but
It didn't indeed force. It's like, yeah, she was like this.
it was pretty decent. I got this Batman, I got this Joker, and I got that Poison Ivy. No, I didn't get Poison Ivy. Kaylee got me that. What else did I get that's up here? I don't actually know. I don't think I've got any of those. Most of them went downstairs because it was stuff that Kaylee likes. So
you got pop. Your house is made of pop vinyls, basically. Is that what you're saying?
there's
Pretty much.
1, 2, 3 displays downstairs, and although this looks like one display, I count it as 1 display, 2 displays, and then 3 displays. And the kids have got into it too. So yeah, pop vinyls, guys, they're cool.
Yes. They are cool indeed.
I do need to move it all around. I'm kind of looking forward to when we move because I can rearrange them. Is that sad? Is that sad?
It is sad. I've only got one pop vinyl, and he's in the computer case.
You took him out of his box?
Yeah, I took him out of the box. I've still got the box.
Right, I'm going. Bye, guys. I'm kidding. I'm not happy with you, Sev. We are going to talk about this off stream.
Okay, we will talk about it. Would you believe me if I said it was a Call of Duty one?
No.
It is as well. It's Call of Duty Captain Price pop vinyl.
Nice.
Nice. Anywho, right, moving on.
I can
yesterday,
deal with you, Cuckoo. I can deal with Cuckoo. I might just sign my death warrant.
you do. You talk to him. You deal with him.
Anyway, AMD and Nvidia, Sev, what have you got for us?
Yeah. Right, yesterday, finally, I did get the week wrong last week. I thought it was last week, but it's this week. AMD have done the first part of their announcements for this month, and yesterday was the new announcements of the new AMD CPUs. Mainly talking really about the Ryzen 9 series 5950X, which I think is going to be the new flagship one. And how it's sort of beating out the new Threadrippers, but it was always going to, stuff like that. But it's more aimed at gaming, and from what's been seen and from AMD's own in-house sort of benchmarking and testing, it's absolutely crushing Cinebench for rendering stuff. And it's actually beating out some of the Intel CPUs on multi-core threading. Still slightly behind though on the single core, but that's just mainly down to the speed they can get it up to. It's getting close to breaking the 5 gigahertz mark, but it's not quite there. 4.9, but I am definitely sure with some overclocking techniques they are gonna get it there. So
Easy.
yeah, I mean it's 4.9 on its on its 2 CCX single cores and whatever else. So that's what it boosts up to. So I'm sure with some water cooling and some tinkering, we can get into the 5 gigahertz realms, which is good to see because they have been quite far behind lately. So not far behind, but catching up. But Intel have always been managed just to keep out the single core performance over those. And depending on how much you know about CPUs and how they work, they've done something now where the games can utilize better the L3 caches and stuff like that. So rather than it being just one single 16 megabit that the L3 caches use, they've split the CPU into two points, so it can utilize all 32 megabytes of that particular part, which is just going to help bump up sort of frame rates and stuff like that as well. So it is good. Yeah, 3990 is a 3090 does look a beast, I have to admit. Anyway,
I do.
Although it's not great. Although it's not great for gaming.
No.
Force Lord, it's not great for gaming. No. For what you pay and all that type of stuff, it is not good for gaming. But I say naughtily, but it's just typical sort of rivalry. Intel started to release news of their 11th. Is it 11th gen?
Yeah.
I guess it's 11th gen CPUs.
Rocket Lake.
Tiger Lake 14 plus, well, whatever they decide they're calling it. Who knows? It's not out till next year. They haven't really released too many details on it. So it's just really, I think they just really did it just to try and mess up a little bit the AMD. Who's got one of you guys got the stream open?
I do.
So I can hear myself.
Have you got it on mute?
I've got it muted.
I've got it muted.
I can just hear myself somewhere. It's gone now. Anyway,
Huh?
they're still using the 14 nanometer chip, so there is talk of them dropping that down as well to the 10 nanometer. But we will see about that. And AMD are on 7 nanometer, which they've been on for quite a while, and it looks like in 2022, with their release of that new line of CPUs that will come out in 2022, they're going to go down to 5 nanometer chips as well. So that is going to be interesting times in there as well. But if you haven't seen it already, go and rewatch the live cast that they did. Yeah. It was quite interesting. It is quite focused on gaming, although if you've been trying to keep up with CPUs and AMD and the Intel and all that type of stuff, this range of CPUs, they haven't, even though it doesn't quite beat Intel yet.
You reckon they will?
Oh. Eventually, I think they will. It depends on what the 11 series does. I mean, some of the 10th generation Intels are going into like 5.1, 5.2 gigahertz. AMD can't get there yet with the 3900Xs and the XTs and stuff. They can get to like 4.9, so it's really, really close. It is really, really close, but I think this new line, even though it boosts up to that, I mean the Intel 10, I can't remember which one it is. It's all overclocked to
numbers.
Sorry, I was looking at the chat at the same time, trying to figure out what's going on. I can just see it going up in the corner. I was like, what? That's all been overclocked on water and stuff like that from like J2 Sense and Gamers Nexus and stuff like that as well. So I think
they are pulling
with a bit of
insane numbers.
Yeah, with some jiggery pokery, I think the AMD stuff is going to do well. So yeah, it's mainly aimed at gamers and stuff like that as well. We have had the release, while we're talking about what was mentioned in the chat, the release of the 3090 and all the new Nvidia graphics cards, and it's not been great. It's not been a great launch for it, really. It's all been stolen by bots and God knows what else, and things haven't made it on the market and resellers and stuff. And then there's a big hoo-ha to do with MSI as well, scalping prices and all type of stuff. It's not good.
It's always the
it
way,
really
though.
isn't good.
It is always the way.
And then because they've really rushed to get them out, the the cards keep crashing, stuff like that. So they've had to release a patch that downclocks the memory in the GPUs and stuff like that as well, because they've cheaped out on some of the parts. And yeah, it's a bit of a mess. And the 3090 as well. I think have they pushed that back? I can't remember if they've pushed it back or not.
I don't know, to be honest.
I think it's out, but there's not many about. But the first reviews they've got is it's not. You're better off with a 3080 for gaming wise anyway, because you're not really getting the yields out of it for the extra, for like double the amount basically. It's what it is. So, I mean, if you're doing 3D rendering and all the compute stuff, then yeah, great. It's great. But for gaming, stick to 3080, 3070 when that comes out, and even the 3060 as well when that's out, because you're just going to do a lot better out of that. And then lastly, Jesus Christ. Only after midnight, okay? Only after midnight.
See, I actually tabbed out, so I missed Cuckoo's comment, and I was like, why is it when I tab out, something interesting happens?
Yeah, I do love you. And then I think it's the 28th of October this month as well. Then you get the release of the the conference about the AMD GPUs, which I am really looking forward to. That is definitely going to shake up some of the graphics card GPU scene as well. From some of the leaks we get in, it's looking very good indeed. So just going to keep your eyes open. Just as a point, I can't remember if I said it now or not, that the AMD CPUs are basically £50 more expensive than any Intel direct derivative of. So they're definitely going up there in price. The 3090X is going to be about $799, I think, if my memory serves me correct. There was a price thing here somewhere. Yeah, so the 5950 is $799. The Ryzen 9 5900X is $549, which is 1224 cores. The 5800X is $449, and then the Ryzen 5 5600X is $229. Which is actually really nicely competitively priced for that type of CPU, for six cores, 12 threads as well. So it's going to be nice and interesting. It'd be interesting to see actually if those prices come down when Intel's release theirs, which I imagine they will do. But if you want sort of like the best sort of multi-threaded CPUs at the minute, then Ryzen is still doing the work there as well. So yeah, it's good to see, and they all work on the new set of motherboards as well. So if you've got a X570 or a B550 motherboard, these are all compatible as well, and all going nice and strong, and we'll just continue on that, so you won't need to buy a new motherboard at all.
Nice.
Which is really nice.
Nice.
And that's all we get.
Random question, Sev. Very random question. Did you call them Tiger Lake CPUs?
Yeah, that's what they're called, isn't it?
Rocket Lake.
Is it Rocket Lake? Sorry.
It's like, do I correct him or not? And then I'm like, you know what? Yes, I do.
They've just released Tiger Lake, haven't they, or something like that? That was one that's not out.
Yeah.
That's, yeah.
But Rocket Lake was the 11th gen
my bad.
release thing that happened recently. Words are hard. But yeah, that was kind of all the news we have for AMD and Intel. There's, like Seb says, there's been some bits, but there's not been at the same time. We did expect a little bit more news, I think.
I actually forgot to say as well that those new AMD CPUs are out to purchase on the 5th of November.
Soon.
Yes.
Very, very soon. But yeah, I think we were expecting a little bit more news on the hardware side with how much we've had recently. I think that's fair to say. But slowing down a bit, we'll probably get a boom of it before Christmas, I expect.
Yeah, I mean, the next big one is going to be the AMD GPUs. That's when it's all going to get really, especially like obviously with how bad the launch has been for the Nvidia GPUs as well.
Yeah,
and not many of them about.
Capitalise now.
Yeah, which I think they will do. Actually, I think it's going to be very, very close indeed.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Did you have anything else on AMD and Nvidia, either of you?
No, I'm good.
No, Tom? Anything else, or are you just like Xboxes, guys? You don't need to worry about this.
Xbox
No,
got this.
like you said, it's not really enough information for us to go on at the moment. We're just gonna have to give it time and see what they
Yeah.
release information-wise.
We shall.
Months.
Well, I'm going to take it off of the hardware side of things now and go back into a bit of gaming news. And I want to say news, it's gaming news and rumours based around Pokemon. So this is like my forte. Seven Tom might go to sleep while I'm talking, so if you do see them nodding off, then, you know, don't blame them too much. So, as you guys know, the Sword and Shield expansion, Isle of Armor's been out and it's been around for quite a while now, and we're kind of mashing through it. And the next DLC is actually released later on this month, on the 22nd of October. However, I don't think we can play it until the 23rd, which is a bit of a pain because that means I can't stream it. But hey ho, it's all good. Lots of new Pokemon coming in, Galarian forms, some new legendaries. We've already seen the feature of Zarude, which does not learn Sandstorm. My bad. There's going to be some Galarian legendary birds, bringing back the original 151. Got some new legendaries. I said the Reggie, Draco, and Electric Dude that I can't remember the name. Todger, it was my forte, but I don't know all the names and stuff. Just for Dave, Garchomp's back, so that's exciting. And whilst I kind of want to tell you everything that's coming in, guys, I kind of want you to experience it as well without giving too much away. So
Don't dangle the carrots and then not say nothing.
I don't want to say everything though, because like, you know, you got to play it to get through it a bit. But there is obviously the release date we know is the 22nd, 23rd. I think it's download on 22nd and play on 23rd. But
Is that this month?
This month, yeah, October. So we know that on the 29th of last month there was a update that says you could get a special Meltan capable of Dynamaxing when you link Pokemon Go and Pokemon Home, but we haven't heard any more on that yet. It is the second DLC for Sword and Shield, and I think the DLC has been well received. It's the first time they've done a DLC style release. Wake up, Sev! And it is based in a snowy realm called the Crown Tundra. So, yeah, we'll get loads of ice Pokemon, I think. Apparently it's inspired by Scotland. Fun fact for those of you that don't know. So it makes me wonder what the Isle of Armor's meant to be based on. If Galar is based on the UK, Crown Tundra is based on Scotland, what's the little island based on? It can't be Ireland because they don't have beaches like that, do they? There's not enough pubs for it to be Ireland either.
No.
It is only on Nintendo Switch still, and people have been, I don't know why, but people have been calling for it to go on different platforms. I do not understand why they think Nintendo will release a game on a different platform.
That's weird.
That's bad. There's a couple of other things. There is a 2v2 in-game PvE tournament. That is basically, I think from what I understood, it's a 2v2 battle tower style game mode where you partner up with a gym leader against other gym leaders. More to come on that as it comes out, obviously. We're going to get some funky Shellhead Galarian Slowking, which is going to be cool. Loads of new Pokemon, which I won't go into all of them because we'll be here all night. New costumes, new Gigantamax stuff, and yeah, that's it for the Sword and Shield DLC. We've also had rumours, moving on, that Pokemon are looking at doing another remake of Diamond and Pearl, which is going to be called Max Diamond and Max Pearl. The rumours are saying November 2021. Which is interesting to me because that's going to be 25 years. It's going to be Pokemon Day's 25th anniversary. For 25 years after the Pokemon franchise has been made. And we've also got other games coming in, which is the new Pokemon Snap that I know Dave is looking forward to. Pokemon Unite that I know that Raichu in Discord's looking forward to. I'm looking forward to it as well, which is basically a MOBA version of Pokemon. And there's been a couple of rumours towards a new Let's Go game, but we don't have any information on that at all. So I can't really say we're getting this, guys, because I don't know. And the only other Pokemon news I have, guys, is they are linking Pokemon Go and Pokemon Home for those of you that play that. Just throwing that out there. And yeah, so that's all I've got on the Pokemon side of things. And let's have a quick look. So Dave's very excited about Garchomp in the chat at the moment. And
yeah, he's been loving that.
Also, for those of you that are watching it, there's been a bit of chat on the PlayStation 5 teardown, which I'm sure we can get some info on for next time, can't we?
Yeah.
And
I can't believe I missed it.
And yeah, we'll get some info on the PlayStation 5s next time as well, and some more info on the Xbox Series X. But I'm going to throw it back. I think Tom, you were going to go over some of the Epic Games stuff, weren't you?
Yeah, so this has been here for a while. So obviously we sort of spoke about it a little bit at the beginning to do with Rocket League and how the fact that it's now gone free to play, and it's also now, or it's going cross-platform.
Fully cross-platform, yeah.
What
Nice.
we've been waiting for a while, and now they're finally doing it to us after, asking for it for a while. But obviously, everyone now knows that Epic Games now owns Rocket League in terms of
Yeah.
bought it out recently. But it also leads to the fact that, it's taken so long for this to come out, but they've now got court dates with Apple and Epic Games versus Apple. So this has been going on for a while, and there's finally now a date of next year where they're going to court for it. Microsoft seem to be going towards Epic Games in their terms, just because of their beliefs and what they want to do. Obviously, we can't go into speculation about anything because we don't know the full facts.
It's going to be interesting either way to see what happens. I would be happy to say I think it's one of the biggest legal cases against a games company in quite a while. So it's definitely going to be interesting to keep an eye on.
It was also the fact that it's taken so long for this to come up, and the fact that it's round about the middle of next year. So how has it taken so long for a date to come through?
I would assume that some of that's to do with the current situation worldwide with COVID going on.
Yeah, and then lawyers will delay it while they try and sort it out between themselves. But
I'm more going towards the lawyers than because of COVID.
Yeah, right, but it is very interesting. I mean, for those of you that might not be aware, first of all, this has been around for a while. But secondly, for those of you that aren't aware, Epic had a big falling out with both Apple. They had a falling out with Apple and the Play Store, so Google Play Store, over the fact that they released a way to buy in-game currency via their website and not via the app, because effectively that meant that Epic Games no longer had to pay quite so much in charges to the relevant app stores.
Yeah, it was like 30% commission on it.
Yeah, I mean, I think we went into a lot of depth in this a few weeks back. So if you've been keeping up with all of the episodes, you'll know exactly what we're talking about. And if you don't, go watch the other episodes, guys. Come on. Come on.
But yeah, I think past that, Dave has also just brought a good point up. Apparently, Nintendo are claiming that Joy-Con drift. So anyone who has a Nintendo Switch will understand what we mean by that. The fact that it's not a real thing. Now,
I mean,
everyone who's ever played a Nintendo Switch or anything like that with controllers, you'll know that what Joy-Con drift is.
yeah, we get a bit of stick drift in like controller and Call of
Yeah.
Duty as well.
And the fact that they've said that it's not a real thing, it's basically them just not admitting that there's an issue.
It's quite ignorant and arrogant at the same time, I think. But they can claim it's not a real thing, but I believe they are servicing certain Joy-Cons. Like, don't quote me on that because I'm not entirely sure. But going back to the Epic thing, I do think it's very interesting that Microsoft have sided with Epic openly. Although I do think Microsoft are making a big move in the gaming industry right now.
Oh yeah, with xCloud and all that stuff they've done, and then buying Bethesda as well. They're literally and like Game Pass Ultimate for PC and stuff. They literally have fingers in every single pie, and with them siding with Epic as well, it's just more so because they don't want to be paying 30% to Apple, really. Even though they have in a recent interview, Phil Spencer said it's nothing to do about money. It's more about getting it out to as many people as possible and stuff like that. But
yeah,
you're talking about one of the most profitable, two of the most profitable companies in the world, in Apple and Microsoft, and if Microsoft can get away with 5%, they're going to get away with 5% somewhere down the line. So yeah.
But I think in before we get a Fortnite for Windows 10 version. Calling that right now. But like Kuku says in the chat, I mean, it is all to do with a power play, really. I'm going to be following it. I know, Tom, you're going to be following it quite closely as well. Again, like Tom said, we don't want to make any allegations or put thoughts out there, because obviously this is a legal proceeding that we're nothing to do with.
Yeah.
But it's big, and we want to see what the end result is.
Is Epic still off the App Store? And
I believe Fortnite is off of this was the big bone of contention, I think. There was a massive move on Apple's behalf, and I think Google Play as well. Not confirmed, but I think they tried to make a move against everything Epic related, which would have meant everything that you see Unreal Engine would have been removed from the Play Store and the App Store. But I believe a judge overruled that and said they cannot take action against Epic because the only game within the Epic franchise and that uses Epic proprietary material, or you know what I mean. They're only the issue is with Fortnite, not with Epic Games. So the judge turned around and said, you cannot do stuff to games that are using Unreal Engine. You cannot do stuff against other Epic games, just Fortnite. So yeah, Fortnite has been removed from the App Store. It's been removed from the Play Store as well, and I know that because I had to update it on my phone using a Fortnite installer, not the Play Store.
Yeah.
But it still works on Apple's. It still works. Well, I said I don't know. I assume it still works on Apple's if you jailbreak your phone, which obviously we're not going to go into.
Yes.
But on Android, you can still install it via the Epic Games APK.
North.
And if you use the excuse of you have an Apple, then get a good phone. I'm sorry, Sev. But yeah, that's kind of all we had to chat about tonight. So
yeah, just a short one tonight.
I'm gonna ask: does anyone that's watching at the moment have questions? If so, pop them in the chat while I do a quick recap. And I just did like a whole little, I don't know what that was all about. We're gonna do a quick recap. If you've got any questions, pop them in the chat for us to answer. If you're watching the video, pop them in the comments, and we'll try and get to them next time. And so what we've gone through so far, we had our Fortnite tournament at Azeroth one. Hype. And we got another one on the 24th of October. All the usual details. We've got Community Night coming up in 2 weeks today. So that'll be the 23rd of October. Planning to be Rocket League. We're going to put some stuff in motion to get that going. I was going to say we'll put the wheels in motion, but that'd be a terrible pun. I did it anyway. Got lots of Minecraft events. We've got Spooktober, Halloween decorations, and boat building. Sev came at us with some AMD and Nvidia news on CPUs to start with, and we're going to be following up with some GPU stuff soon. We had Minecraft Live recap with Tom, and Pokemon news with myself, and of course Epic Games. We had Rocket League talk and the court dates with Apple that Epic have. And to go over the questions we've got, so Cuckoo wants to know, when are we going to do a makeup podcast? I mean,
Is that
Sev's promised us eyeliner tutorials.
One day.
One day. You've heard it here. One day. One day. When will the PG-13 filter go off? Do you mean Discord, Cuckoo? Do you mean Discord?
No, she means on this.
On this. I don't know really. It's something that Seven, Tom and I have talked about in staff meetings within the community. And it's because we're a family-friendly community, alright?
By the way, if you're going to get chicken nuggets as well, Cuckoo can have chicken nuggets.
Going through the rest of the questions, yes, podcast starts at 10 p.m. BST. We're not going to have that, Coco. I won't go through what you just said. Dave, you can have a cheeseburger. Coco, you can have chicken nuggets. Dave, we're not sure where your cake is. The cake is not a lie. It is there somewhere.
We ate his cake. Sorry, Dave. We ate your cake.
It is PG at the moment because kids may be listening or watching, so we're going to keep with that for a minute.
Yeah, that's something that we're monitoring, though, to make the best decisions, and it's something we do regularly talk about as well. And, yeah.
Yes, we know Sev is a boomer.
Sev isn't a boomer, he's the boomer.
Yes, the
Put that
boomer.
out there. So, the next question I have is, who shall we raid? Who shall we raid?
Who we got?
Yes, he's your boomer, Coco.
Griever's online. Griever's streaming. We could raid Griever.
Yeah, we haven't.
Yeah, let's do that.
Stay on. Manu, we can't. We can't stay on.
These two
We've got to get some things done. Tom's got work. Tom's got to be up for work in what, 7 hours? 6 hours?
I got work as well.
6.5.
6.5. So Tom's got to be up in 6.5 hours. Stev's got to be up in how many hours? What time have you got to get up?
About 7.
About 7 hours. Okay.
Yeah, so Sev gets up when I start.
Meanwhile, I got a lie-in tomorrow, guys. No, I don't actually. My dad's coming over tomorrow, so we've got to get some things sorted in the morning. But yeah, we're gonna end up the podcast now. Thank you all for coming along. Thank you all for listening to us ramble on. And Steve's here. Steve's here to hang out.
Steve.
Sev's got a fish in the background to hang out. I think it's an email. I'm not sure.
Yeah, no,
And Tom, your cat's not come to say hello today.
Cat doesn't come in here very often anymore.
No. We'll have to get you a new mascot for the casts. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna shoot a raid across to Griever TV. He's playing Phasmophobia, and he's part of the community as well. So you guys should all definitely check him out. And yeah.
Yeah.
At least it says he's streaming. Hang on a sec. It says he's streaming, but I can't see him on my follow list. I am so confused. Uno momento.
Oh no, momento.
I'm sure I followed him.
So when's the next podcast?
Oh,
23rd.
23rd, starting at 10 p.m. BST.
10 p.m.
Actually, it's UK time. I can't remember when the clocks go back exactly.
It's that weekend.
Yeah, it's that weekend. It's the Sunday?
Sunday the 25th, yep.
Yeah, Sunday.
Yeah, thank you, Dave, for coming along and being a murder cow. Thank you, everyone else, for coming along.
Thank you, Dave.
Cuckoo, thanks for all the
Thank you,
questions.
Force Lord, Azeroth.
We appreciate you. Force Lord,
Everybody.
Azeroth, yeah, everyone that's here. We appreciate all your faces. And, can I raid from my page? Let's see if it works. Because I tried this the other day and it didn't work, but then I gave myself permissions and I think it might. I don't have permission. Okay, that means I've got to load up another web page. So, while I'm doing that, we're going to click this. Just so that I know where to cut it off. Yeah, thank you everyone. We're going to go Ray Griever, who is playing Phasmophobia, he's getting his pants scared off right now, probably. Hopefully.
Yes.
He's having fun anyway. And yeah, so lots going on. Make sure you get in Discord. Make sure you call Server Boomer. Make sure you like videos and stuff. I don't know.
Boomer.
Okay, Boomer.
Hey, Boomer.
We all call him Boomer Cuckoo. I've called him Boomer plenty of times. But yeah, that's us. We're gonna head off and
Bye.
have a good time and see you all soon. You are special, Cuckoo.